I did tell this story time one other time, but it was a long time ago. So I'm going to do a very sped up version of it. So this video isn't 10 minutes long. Long story short, I had a hair appointment last September. I became very dizzy, very lightheaded. My eyes went black. My heart was racing. I went to the ground. When I went to the ground, they called the EMS. The EMS came, could not get my heart to come down. I had lost all oxygen from my elbow to my fingertips, from my knees to my toes. My hands were clawed up in the air like this. I had zero blood flow going through them. So we went to the ER. They did a urine test, a blood test, and the doctor basically came in and said, it's just anxiety, calm down, go home, etc. Now my blood work was really wonky and we were confused, but obviously I just trusted the doctor. I didn't agree with him, but I just trusted him and went on my merry way. The very next week we had engagement pictures scheduled. That same day, the same things happened to me again, same symptoms and all. So I went back to the ER. As somebody who is not a hypochondriac, as somebody who never goes to the doctor or ER, I had not had a doctor since I was 17 years old. I'm now 35. So that just tells you how much I don't go there. I went to the ER again, and at that ER visit, they wanted to refer me to a cardiologist. So I ended up linking up with the cardiologist. I completely fainted. My heart was, I don't even know what, I think it was almost 200 when I was at that appointment, but I completely blacked out and smacked the ground. I just fully passed out. After that, I went back to the ER again another time. I was diagnosed with costochondritis and pleurisy. So I thought, okay, well that explains like all the chest tightness. That explains why I feel like I'm suffocating and can't breathe. But why am I so panicky? Why is my brain not normal anymore? Why does my stomach feel like battery acid is just floating around in it? There were just so many unanswered questions, and because I had so many things that just weren't correlating with one another, the ER doctors didn't know what to do. So between, I think it was 4 ER visits, I was referred to a neurologist, a cardiologist, a general surgeon, a gastrointestinal doctor, and an internal medicine doctor. It was a lot. I had appointments on a weekly basis, couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. Fast forward to when I met with the general surgeon. In the first appointment, he basically said, I am betting that you have gastritis just based on your symptoms and what's happening. And so he broke it down and explained it to me so clearly that when you have gastritis, the lining of your stomach swells. When it swells, it can irritate your vagus nerve. That is the longest cranial nerve in your body. So when that is irritated in one area, it is very likely it can affect other areas. That is what was causing my heart to race. That is what was causing my brain to just be filled with anxiety. A level of anxiety that I didn't even know existed, mind you. It was completely debilitating. I would never wish this on anyone. It is the worst thing I have ever experienced in my life. And that is coming from someone who has had an autoimmune disease and is in remission. By the way, a autoimmune disease that was completely eating away at my muscle and destroying my entire body. So hands down, the worst thing I have ever been through in my life. It has been 6, almost 7 months now, and I'm still not fully healed. I am way better. I can eat more, but I can't run. I can't exercise. I can't lift things. It immediately irritates my stomach and it swells up, and then I'm down for 2 more days because when it swells, there is so much pressure in my chest. And when there's pressure in my chest, it just sends me into a full-blown panic attack because anything to deal with your chest, you immediately think, oh my gosh, my heart. And also with all of that, it causes your heart to race prior to you even having a panic attack. For months and months and months, I was too panicked to even leave the house, and my heart would just race every single day, no matter what I did. I could be sitting on the couch and my heart would be hanging out around 170 to 180. Not a fun experience. That being said, it's just really hard to plan for the future, and it's really hard to imagine how things are going to be. It's already been 6 months and there's been a little improvement, but not enough. And a wedding is supposed to be super special and amazing, and I don't want to be the reason it gets ruined. It's just not the time, and this time needs to be focused on me healing and getting better. I have my entire life to get married. I don't have my entire life to let gastritis eat away at my body, so the top priority is obviously getting me better. I also, for the first time in my adult life, am not working. I have not worked since the first week of November of last year. So That's something that's really bothering me. I have never not had a job, and I want to be at work so bad. I can't have a job where I'm lifting. I can't have a job where I'm constantly having to move fast. I can't have a job where I can't sit when I need to. And that completely limits where I can work, and finding a job around my little hometown that meets those requirements is dang near impossible. It's just a lot. It's been a lot. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, but I'm hopeful. I mean, when you have chronic gastritis, it's stuck with you for life. You can never fully get rid of it. You just manage it, and you'll have flare-ups here and there, but it's something that you will deal with for the rest of your life. So I'm not looking forward to that. I don't want to relive some of the things that I have dealt with. Not fun at all. It's pretty much ruined darn near everything.